Hello ladies, it's May Larson here, and I have a craft tutorial creating a card utilizing some of the embellishments and chipboard pieces from Want to Scrap. Now to create this card you're going to need your scoreboard, of course, a bone folder, some type of a distressing tool. You can also use your scissors to distress. You can choose to either sew or stitch your cards around the edges like I've done. I've used this Chipboard Word Daughter from Want to Scrap, and I'm going to be using their heart buttons, and that's the funky shabby chic buttons. I'm going to use this round flourish frame. Now I've cut it in half because I actually used the other piece to create this card here the other day. So I'm going to use this piece to create this card. I'm going to use some twine. I have this little heart embellishment that you can also purchase at Want to Scrap's online store. You can use some other pearls, some swirls, some paper flowers, whatever it is you want to use, you're going to be able to use it. Now my card is 5 by 12 and I scored it down at 6 inches. I took my bone folder, of course, you guys already know all this, and I scored it or varnished it down. Now my first sheet of paper is from the Authentique collection, the Cuddle Girl collection, and it is 4.5 by 5, and the second layer is 4 by 4.5, and I've cut out a piece of corrugated paper, and I'm going to be putting some chalk paint to distress this. And I've also cut out a piece of craft paper that it is 2 3/4 by 4.5, and the top layer is 2 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I also have some digital images that I'm going to select for this, and I went ahead and cut 2 of the bottom layer and the top layer for the inside of my card, and you can also use some flowers and other embellishments. Alright, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue, and I'm just using this art glitter, ladies. I'm not going to lie, I don't like this glue. However, I'm almost done with it, and you guys have heard me complain about it. Not my cup of tea. Alright, so we're going to try to get down on these edges, especially around that stitch, as best as you can. And I like to open up my card and start that way. And I have cut it so that we have plenty of room, at least 1/4 inch on each side, and at least that 1/2 inch at the bottom and on the top. And then we're going to burnish that baby. I always use a little bit of baby white because that helps me. If a little bit of glue seeps through, I can use that to wipe it up. Now my plans are to use, and I like to do placement. And that's going to go like that. And I think I'm going to go with this little baby. So that's going to go something like this. Like that, I think. I think that's how we're going to go. And I'm also probably going to use some of Want to Scrap's funky shabby chic hearts. And I'm going to play around. I like to play around. I don't know about you guys, but before I do anything, I think about how do I want this? How do I want to build it? And I'm just going to grab a couple of these funky hearts and go with it, and let's see. No, we're not going to use that one. So let's see about maybe a heart here. And we can turn it this way. Because what baby isn't the love of your life, right? You can do something like that. Oh yeah, I'm liking that layout. And then we have the little heart button that we can put right there. And of course, she's going to go like that. Okay. And let's, wait, I need to figure out our little because I want to try to use up what I have here. So then we have this, and that'll go like, okay, so we'll figure it out. All right, so let's get started on that. So we're going to go ahead and angle this a little bit, and I use my distress tool to distress the edges on that. You can use the back of a scissors if you don't have this distress tool. And I'm going to go ahead and place that on a angled or an angle. I sewed around the edges. I just kind of like that look that it gives when you're sewing around edges. It really makes it fun and cool. Now, I don't know if you guys have checked out Want to Scrap, but they loaded up some tons and tons of new items to their online store. So you need to stop by there and check that out. They have the Shabby Chic Feather, which is a chipboard album of a Shabby Chic bird. And they also have, I'm going to take this and I am going to take my, I'm just going to take some of this. Use my fingers. You guys know I do a lot with my fingers. But anyway, they have the bird. They have a new corset that I've designed, and they also have a little girl doll image of that I drew of my daughter. She used to be really funny when she was little. So anyway, they have that on the store, and they're really cute. The little girls would be cute to dress up. If you're into mixed media, you can use them as well for your little mixed media. If you don't like to draw or you don't know how to draw, those help you out a lot, that you can just lay those out and dress them up and make them your own. And they have all kinds of fun, cool stuff. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I wasn't going to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and paint this. Finger paint my heart. And I'll probably go in and you don't have to do the back, but you can if you want, if you're the kind of person that worries about what's in the back as well. And I just kind of rub my fingers in there. I think that when you use your fingers, it gives it just that different, unique texture. That's what I've noticed. When I've tried doing these with paintbrushes, you just, even if you're dry brushing, it just doesn't get that same textured look. I don't know, maybe it's from the fingerprints from your fingers that just gives it that really neat, unique look. And I like that, I really do. All right, so we're going to wipe our fingers a little, get that cleaned up just a bit. We're going to take our glue gun, or not glue gun, our hot heat gun, can't think right now, and we're going to nuke that baby, and we're going to then take our distress ink and distress this just a little bit to get some color. Now, another thing you can do is you can take some sprays, you can spray it down, you can also take some gelatos, and I've used gelatos in the past to create some beautiful pieces, but you can use some gelatos like this and kind of run them through, and I might do that. I might play with some gelatos, and you can take a little bit of like a spray bottle and spray it down and let it come down a little, whichever you want to do. I kind of like the old weather look. That's the color that I like to go always with. The really vintage look, you know. Dries pretty fast because, of course, I use my fingers. All right, so I'm just going to go and get my Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I use the Vintage Photos. It's one of my favorite. And I'm just going to go in and just kind of play around. Here and there. Okay. And just kind of go around. Okay. And again. There. Get that out of the way, clean that up. I'm going to learn to clean up after myself, ladies. Alright. So we have that down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start working on this here. And build this up. I originally thought I would do like a little tiny tag that you can, you know, because this is the printout that I have. It is a tag. This is a tag. And I purchased it from the Etsy seller that I always purchase. Well, I have several that I prefer to buy from. And I did have it on, printed on fabric. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my hot glue. How's that? Let's use hot glue. For some reason, it's like really, really hot here today. I don't know what is up with the weather, or if it's just me. I don't know. Ladies. I'm going like 20 million miles an hour. Trying to get my house clean, laundry, and then get all these videos done. You guys know how it is. It's not easy. It is not easy. And we don't have a cleaning fairy, of course. Alright, so we have that. And I want to take my hole punch. And I have my crocodile here. I'm going to go ahead and punch that there. And yes, what I'm cutting is fabric. So then I'm going to grab one of my round, maybe round corners here. I don't know. Let's see. Cut these out. I'm going to trim that out. So now I'm going to go ahead and kind of rough this up a little, because you know, I think I like grungy. I think I do. I don't know. Don't know why, because I'm not a sloppy person, but I like grungy. And maybe this is my way of, the only time I get grungy and messy when I'm doing these kind of things. I don't know. Maybe. So I'm just kind of curl that up a little and just dress it a little. And then where's my tag? Where did you go? And that's going to go like that. And then I have this here, but we're going to run some ribbon through that. And we have that, and then this one will go here, just like so. And then we have, I think I'm going to grab, hold on. I have a little bit of a thought there. Maybe we can go this way. Let's think about this, ladies. There we go. There we go. That's how I want it. And then we're going to have to paint this. Ladies, we're going to probably have to paint that other side. Let's see, maybe not. Okay. So I'm comfortable with how that looks. So let's go ahead. Maybe if I had it this way, I'm going to go ahead and paint that side because I'm just kind of anal retarded. Just anal about these kind of things. Let's go ahead and do that. And that's what I like about these little chipboard embellishments that Wanda Scrap has, is that you can paint them, you can distress them, you can do whatever you want to them, and just have fun with them. If you're doing mixed media, these are wonderful for when you're doing mixed media, or you're doing shabby chic. It's this, the sky is the limit with these ladies. It truly, truly is. All right, so we have that. We're gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then while that's drying up, we're gonna go ahead and I cut out an additional layer. We're gonna do that in the inside like that. Go that in there. Okay, and then now this one, we're gonna angle that one as well. Okay, got that going on there. So let's go back in here to the front. Now, the way we had it, we're going to go with that, and then we're going to slide this in like so, like that. And I'm comfortable with that. So let's go ahead and I'm going to glue this down just like that because that's how I want it. And I'm going to lift up. Lay that down on that side. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And glue that down. Now I am going to use hot glue on this. Why? Because this is a thick corrugated piece, and so I'm going to do that to make sure it all goes in. So maybe we'll do it this way, like that. So I'm just going to lift up. Get that down. And then I'm going to tuck that one down, and I'm going to carefully lift. I like placing it and then kind of carefully being careful of placements, just because that's just how I am, ladies. And I'm just going to lift it up a little so I don't lose placements. That's just how I am. Everyone does it different. And that's okay. That's what makes us unique, right? That's what makes us who we are. Alright, so that's down. And then we have this little heart down here. And we're going to distress this heart first. Make it really grungy. I'm going to go here. And let's see, we're going to place that one there. And then I have this, and I want to run this here. I'm not going to need all this twine, but you get the grip. Alright. like these. You can use these little buttons that they have. You can also cover them up with fabric. You can leave them like that or paint them just like I did. Whatever you guys want to do, that is entirely up to you. We're just giving you some ideas as to what you can create with some of these pieces. And let's see, maybe I'm going to go ahead. You know what? Let's play with this silver heart you can purchase at the Wanna Scrap store, and we can put some chalk paint on there, change the color a little. We're going to let that dry up just a bit, and then we're going to dangle it. I'm going to see how that looks. Alright, so while that's doing that, I can grab some of these and let's see. We have some florals. You know me, I like a lot. I like a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna lie. These are little crema flowers, and they are the French Riviera. Use those. And it's a cute little girl card, so we want to keep it little. Let's see. Let's nude that. I'm trying to enlarge my video, and I don't know what happened that I can't get it any bigger than what you guys are seeing on the screen, so I do apologize. So even if you use like some chalk paint, that works wonderful on that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and touch it here and there where I want to distress it and bring out some of those embossed touches to it, make it look really old. Sorry, my hands are grungy. I just came in to give it a different look. Okay, so I might hang that down from up there, and to do that we're going to have to maybe what if we did this? Hold on. Tuck it through and there. Just putting different elements in, ladies. You can have one of these hanging down, but I want to wrap more through, so let's see. Again, you can place it, and I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Try to get it to dangle down, ladies. All right. Put that down, just like that. That baby's feeling the love. I don't mind tails hanging out. You guys know me, I'm funky like that. So that's what we have there. And then we can bring that up. We can bring this up. And some flowers. And we can put a little cute trim at the bottom to make it pretty and dainty. So we have, let's see, we have this one laying here. I'm just going with what I have on my, no, it's too small, too dainty. Too dainty. Let's go with this one maybe. Oh yeah, let's go with this one. So, go there. And we're going to go with those hearts right where they are. I know it's the funky hearts, the funky card, the funky Cole Medina. Alright, oops. Man down, man down. Alright. Then we have our little button that goes there. So this baby is surrounded by much love. Can you tell? It's got all the little beautiful hearts surrounding her. And she's surrounded by a lot of love. Alright. Minus all the glue webs. You can't have glue webs if you have that much love, right? Alright, so let's trim this here. Alright. Lift it up here in a second. That's what we have so far. Okay. So then I have some furlies, some swirls, and let's see, we can definitely put some swirls in here. And that's what I like about these things. I can move them around however I want, make them however I want. Turn that one off there. And then we're going to have the word daughter in here. I know I'm not the best at cards, ladies. I know I should stick to what I know best. Just wanted to give you guys some other options. I know a lot of you guys ask for cards and things like that. I'm not much of a card maker, but I think that's cute. What do you think? I think that's darling. And then here, I'm going to take some of these little flat back beads and I'm going to add them along the edge of this trim. Like that. Okay. Nice glue webs. Let's clean up the glue webs. Let's glue those pieces down better. Alright, so that's what we have. That's what we have, and I think I like that. I think it's me. There we go. That is a cute little shabby chic card that you can create utilizing some of the chipboard embellishments that you can purchase at Wanna Scrap. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Until next time, ladies, bye-bye.